Hey guys, it's Dean. Welcome to Manful Yoga. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 upper body stretches for beginners to help you increase your flexibility, relieve stiffness or soreness from your other workouts, and ultimately to help you get stronger. First pose we're going to do is a standing side stretch, and this is going to help with your shoulders and also a little bit with your hips and your back. Start with your feet in a comfortable standing position, either with your toes touching or your feet 6 inches apart. Either is fine. Bring your arms overhead. Interlace your fingers. If you have difficulty getting your arms overhead with your shoulders not staying down, if you notice that your shoulders are coming way up, you can also bend your elbows like so. Take a deep breath in, get nice and tall. And then as you exhale, lean toward your right, press your hips toward the left, and focus on making a C shape with the ribs, the outer ribs, so from your left hip up through the shoulder. As you inhale, breathe into your rib area. And what I mean by that is expand into that outer left rib cage. And as you exhale, lean deeper into the stretch. This is pretty active, so you're going to stay active through your hips, through your core, squeezing those muscles, and then also squeeze your arms back. So make sure that you're not letting your arms come forward. It helps to roll back the left shoulder, and you're gonna hold this for at least 30 seconds and maybe up to 60 seconds. When you're ready, come back to the middle and release. We're gonna try the other side now, so same thing, feet maybe 6 inches apart, maybe toes touching, whatever feels comfortable for you here. Bring your arms overhead, bend your elbows slightly to make sure that your shoulders aren't coming way up near your ears. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lean toward your left, press your hips toward the right, focus on making this C shape through the outside body on your right side. As you inhale, think about puffing out this area in your outer right ribs. You're breathing into the area where you're stretching. And I don't mean you're actually breathing air into that area, but you're using the inhale to fill up that area and intensify that stretch. And then as you exhale, you're going deeper into that stretch. Holding this for a minimum of 30 seconds. Longer is better. Squeeze your arms back. Press down through your feet. Squeeze your thigh. Squeeze your core. Keep your neck nice and long. Continue to breathe. And then back to the middle. One more, we're doing a standing back bend. So keep your feet in whatever stance you've had them in. Try to keep your low back flat. Lift your arms up. Squeeze your arms back as far as you can go without allowing your butt to poke out behind you. Lift your chest up. Keep your chin in toward your throat and then lengthen your neck. So you're going to push the top of your head away from your shoulders. Squeeze your arms back as far as possible. And hold this for at least 30 seconds. Notice here that I'm not allowing my butt to poke out behind me and my back to arch. I want to keep my hips under my torso, and you can squeeze your abs and your glutes to help with that. I'm working on opening up my chest, feeling a stretch through the front of my body. You can also open your arms up into a Y and squeeze your arms back like this as well. One more breath. And then release. All right, second stretch is a down dog on the wall. And this is gonna help with opening up your chest and shoulders. If you don't have a wall, you can also use an exercise bench. You can use a couch, anything that's gonna allow you to plant your hands at about hip or slightly above hip level. So for this, I'm gonna find my wall. I'm gonna put my hands against the wall like I would for a plank, maybe a little bit wider than that. And then press your butt back, bring your chest toward the floor, bend your knees. Work on getting your chest down and pulling your shoulder blades together. Wrap your biceps to face up. So you're not actually gonna turn your hands out. I just want you to externally rotate your upper arms and your shoulders. And keep your low back flat. So don't let your back round here. Just bend your knees as much as you need to so you can keep your back flat. Push your chest down. Press your hands firmly into the wall
And as you exhale, you can go deeper into the stretch, pressing your chest further down. Make sure that you're not arching your back significantly here, because that's going to take away from the stretch. So try to avoid puffing your chest out. Try to keep your chest neutral. And this is a good one to hold for at least 30, maybe 45, maybe 60 seconds. Keep your head up if you notice that you're starting to get lightheaded. So you're keeping your head above your hips if you get lightheaded here. And this is an alternative to the traditional down dog, which is nice because this is more beginner friendly. If I were to ask you to do a down dog as a beginner, probably have a lot of difficulty, wouldn't be able to feel the target areas, but this down dog variation on the wall allows you to get the stretches in the proper area, and you don't have to have a ton of experience. And come up. Our fourth stretch is called a needle thread, and this is really good for your upper back, your shoulder blades, but also for your thoracic mobility, your upper back mobility. So you're gonna come into a kind of a child's pose to start this, knees wide, big toes touching. If you can't get your butt all the way to your heels, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Most people can't. You can start with your hips kind of higher above your heels. Walk your arms out in front of you, bringing your chest toward the floor. So we're in this child's pose position. From here, you're going to slide your right hand between your left hand and your left knee and try to rest the right shoulder, the outer right shoulder on the floor. If you can, get your hips closer to your heels. If you can't though, don't worry about it. Just do what you can. Relax the right side of your head on the ground. Put your left hand right in front of your face. Press the back of your right arm into the floor. Lightly pull it back toward the right to feel that stretch intensify in your right shoulder blade, and push down lightly through your left hand at the same time. So as you're doing this, you should feel stretching through your upper right back, right on your shoulder blade. That's the goal of this stretch. Now, if this is totally inaccessible, what you're going to do instead is just bring your right arm across your body and then bring your left arm to the outside of the elbow, so kind of up on the elbow where my triceps or biceps are, and then just pull that arm in. Keep your back nice and big. So I'm not going to turn with my elbow here. I'm just keeping my chest open, getting my back nice and big, and then pulling that arm across my body. And that's going to create the exact same stretch. So if you can't do the full needle thread yet, you're going to do that other stretch, arm across your chest. All right, now switching sides. We've got to do both sides. And again, that was about 30 to 60 seconds, so that's what we're aiming for here. So same thing, starting in that kind of child's pose position. Now I'm going to slide my left hand between my right hand and my right knee. The back of the arm is on the ground. I want to push that arm into the ground and then lightly pull it back toward the left. So my left arm presses down and I'm pulling it back toward the left. That's going to create that stretch in the upper back that I want on the inside of my left shoulder blade. Press your right hand into the ground. Relax the left side of your head down. Don't keep it up. You want to keep it relaxed. And then putting all that together. So pressing right hand into the ground, pressing your left arm down, pulling it back toward the left, and maybe rolling back that right shoulder to intensify the stretch. And deep breathing here. Sometimes when you're in these positions, it's difficult to breathe, but if you're not breathing, you're not going to increase your flexibility. You have to breathe to increase flexibility. So focus on that breathing. And in and out of the nose is best because that helps you keep your parasympathetic nervous system under control, making sure that you stay in that rest and digest state and you don't go into fight or flight mode. All right, go ahead and relax. Again, if you need that other variation, you're going to bring your left arm across your body, hug with the right arm, just inside the elbow or outside the elbow, depending on where you're looking, and then just pulling that arm across the body, keeping your chest facing forward. All right, now the last stretch I'm going to show you is a puppy pose or a prayer stretch.
If you have a bench, if you have a couch, you can do it on that. If you don't, you can also do it on the floor. So for this, I'm gonna have my knees at about hip width distance, so they're just about 6 inches apart. I'm gonna have my hips above my knees. Walk your arms forward. Bring your chest toward the floor like this. Bring your chest as close to the ground as you can, and feel this stretch through the fronts of your armpits. So I'm working on pushing my chest down, bringing the shoulder blades toward one another. The more active you are in your upper back here, so if you can feel those muscles that you use in a pull-up, or feel those muscles you use when you're pulling something in this pose, then you're going to feel a better stretch through your chest. If you do have blocks, or you have a bench, anything that you can put your arms on, so that could be a chair, a bench, it could be a couch, then you can put your arms higher up, and this way we can get a deeper stretch through the chest and shoulders. So blocks are nice to have, but you don't necessarily need them for this stretch. And again, we want to hold this for at least 30 seconds and hopefully 60 seconds. If you're hoping to increase your upper body flexibility, or just, notice these changes less than temporary and more on a permanent basis, you should probably be doing this kind of stuff at least 3 times per week. It doesn't have to take that long. 10 minutes, 3 times per week is extremely helpful. If you're looking for more content like this, definitely check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/manflowyoga. Do a search for upper body. You can search for shoulders, search for chest. You're gonna find a lot. Building muscle, increasing flexibility, helping with recovery, all that stuff. I do have a free 7-day challenge you can take advantage of to help you get started with yoga. 15 to 20 minute workouts, 7 days. Really nice way to get started, really beginner friendly, made specifically for guys who haven't done yoga before and who are relatively inflexible. So be sure to check that out. It'll be somewhere over here. You can click on it. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to like it, subscribe so you are the first to know when new videos are released. Leave a comment if you have some question or feedback, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.